Hello there and welcome. This is our first video in our video series for a brand new chapter, which is Chapter 6 Expression of Biological Information. My name is Miss Delia, and if you're ready, let's get started with the lesson. Now, this new chapter comprises of four subtopics, and in this video, we're going to enter into the first one, which is 6.1 DNA and Genetic Information. This is the learning outcome for this video. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to state the concept of central dogma. So we're going to learn what is central dogma, and you should be able to state it by the end of this lesson. So what is the word dogma? It has nothing to do with the animal dog. It is a principle or a set of principles that is laid down by an authority to be inconvertibly true. Dia adalah tunjang ataupun asas kepada sesuatu kepercayaan ataupun sesuatu bidang. Biasanya dogma ini digunakan untuk menjelaskan iman ataupun konsep dalam keagamaan. Tapi dia boleh juga digunakan dalam konteks biologi sebab biologi ada satu benda yang dipanggil sebagai central dogma of biology. Jadi asalkan kita belajar biologi, bermaksud kita percaya bahawa prinsip ini adalah benar dalam biologi. Dan kita buat analisis, kita buat kita punya kajian berdasarkan prinsip ini juga. So we understand that the central dogma is true for us biologists. So let us get started by first talking about DNA. Okay, kita cakap pasal genetic information, we will start with DNA. Because what we know is that genetic information is stored in the nucleotide sequences of DNA. Okay, maklumat genetik kita semua ditulis, direkod dalam kita punya cytosine, guanine, thymine, dan adenine. Okay, so this genetic information, the genetic information that is transmitted from generation to generation is contained in the sequence of nucleotide bases in the molecule. In this chapter, we will discuss about how this information is expressed in the form of heritable traits of an individual. So kita akan tengok macam mana kita punya DNA boleh diwariskan kepada generasi seterusnya. Okay, so we are going to go into the central dogma of biology, the part that talks about DNA and genetic information. Menurut prinsip dan tunjang biologi ini, menurut central dogma biology, genetic material kita mestilah mampu melakukan perkara-perkara berikut. Our genetic material must be able to carry out the following functions. First, our DNA must be able to store genetic information and pass it accurately from generation to generation. DNA kita mestilah mampu menyimpan maklumat genetik dan mewariskannya dengan tepat kepada generasi akan datang. Dari generasi satu ke generasi yang lain. That is the first point about DNA according to central dogma of biology. The second point is that DNA is also able to express the genes through protein synthesis, which includes transcription and translation. Okay, kita punya DNA sudah mengandungi genetic information tu. Macam mana genetic information tu dikeluarkan dan digunakan melalui protein synthesis yang merangkumi transcription dan translation. Nanti kita akan tengok secara detail macam mana transcription dan translation itu dilaksanakan. Okay, so this central dogma of biology can be summarized with this diagram. Kita cakap pasal central dogma biology ni dia boleh dijelaskan melalui diagram ni. The progression from DNA to RNA to protein is called the central dogma of molecular biology. Menurut central dogma kita tahu DNA boleh menghasilkan RNA melalui transcription. RNA boleh menghasilkan protein melalui translation. Dan DNA boleh menghasilkan salinan dirinya melalui replication. DNA produces RNA through transcription, RNA produces proteins through translation, and DNA can replicate itself through replication. This small diagram is the central dogma of biology. Okay, so you will have a video that better explains the central dogma of biology in this link. I'm not going to show it here because you can watch it on your own. feel free to follow this link, and I will also attach one in the description of this video. All right, now we'll go into explaining what is DNA replication and also as a preview for the upcoming subtopics. So when we say DNA replication, it is the process of producing two identical replicates from one original DNA molecule. It occurs by semi-conservative replication mechanism, which is based on an experiment by two scientists called Michelson and Stahl. Okay, so dia adalah proses di mana DNA kita membuat salinan dirinya sendiri. And you'll learn more about this in 6.2. From DNA to RNA is a transcription process. It is a process in which genetic information in DNA is transcribed or copied to form mRNA. So I will not explain the whole process here because we are going to go into transcription in 6.3. What else will we learn in 6.3? Well, we will learn about how RNA becomes protein through the process of translation. Translation is a process of interpreting or translating genetic information or codons in the mRNA into sequence of amino acids, also called polypeptides. We will go into great detail about translation process in 6.3. And just a quick summary, this is the central dogma of biology. Kalau kamu lupa, central dogma of biology menyatakan DNA boleh membuat salinan diri dia sendiri, replication. DNA boleh hasilkan RNA, translation, transcription, and RNA can produce proteins through translation. And this is a diagram that illustrates how that occurs, starting from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. Okay, so that is pretty much the end. It is a very short subtopic. What you should do now, please make your own notes. Buatlah nota kamu sendiri untuk 6.1 and then get ready for the next video on 6.2. And I will see you in the next subtopic. That is all from me for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!